What's up, guys? We're back once again to I don't work here, lady. Let's get on in the stories and stick around to the very end for the bonus. I'll see you in a bit. I don't work here yet. Background: I worked for a video rental chain for around 6 years. I loved this job. I had to be let go due to cutbacks at one point, but was offered my job back when they needed to restaff the second location in my town. This is important, as I'm not one to take second chances lightly, and I worked my way up to being offered the manager position at an adjacent town. Characters: me is me, dad, my dad, LOL, little old lady, H, exiting manager, C, bad employee, CB, C's boyfriend, staff is staff. Story: so here's one with a little bit of an r/pro revenge twist. I was offered to be the new manager at a sister location of the video rental store I worked at. I happily accepted and told my folks when I got home. Over the next week, I talked a bit with the current manager of that location, H. I asked things like, what was the clientele like? What restaurants are near the store? And finally, what's the staff like? For that last one, she informed me that the staff was great, sans one particular employee, C. C apparently was never on time and had a number of complaints regarding her language on the sales floor. H offered to let C go for me, but I told her that I would handle it should it be necessary. A week before my introduction to the staff, my dad randomly asked if I wanted to drive over to the store to get a feel for it before I started there. I said yes, and off we went. I checked the schedule to see who was working, and it was C. When we arrived, I immediately noticed that C was in clear violation of the dress code, as she was not wearing the uniform. Khaki pants, solid color polo shirt, and name tag. She was wearing some spaghetti strap tank top, very short, cut off jean shorts that showed the pockets hanging under the leg opening, and no name tag. There was another guy working, running the return movies to the shelves, and was also in violation of the dress code. Monster Energy t-shirt and baggy jeans. This struck me as odd, as she was the only one scheduled, and it was slow. My dad and I walked around talking quietly to ourselves. He then noticed the western section and excused himself to browse. A few minutes later, I felt a tap on my shoulder, and it was a little old lady. LOL. I need some help finding a movie. Me. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't work here, and it's my first time in the store, so I don't quite know my way around yet. LOL. Can you please help me anyways? That rude girl up there can't be bothered to help, and that boy apparently isn't on staff. Me. He isn't? Then why is he doing the work? LOL. They're sweeties, if you can call it that. I know his parents. Me. Her boyfriend is visiting her on the clock and is doing her work for her? LOL. Yes. Me. Well, that's no good. What did you need help with? LOL. I can't find the movie my grandson wants. She tells me the name of the movie, and I help her find it. I also recommend 2 more, as there were rent 2, get 1 signs posted around the store. LOL. Thank you so much. They should get rid of her and hire you. Me. Give it a week. She looked at me, a little confused, but I just smiled and told her to trust me. My dad came up to me holding some movies, and I asked if he'd wait for me in the car while I grabbed them. He said okay, and I went up to C. C. Find what you were looking for? Me, with a chuckle. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Oh, I have an account at the store in my town's name. C. Okay. I just need your account card so I can make you one here. While she was typing everything up, CB walks up and starts talking to C. CB. This guy hitting on you? C. No, he's just a customer. Quit being an asshole and finish putting those damn movies up. CB. How many more do I got to effing put up? C. All of them. I ain't doing that crap. They don't pay me enough to do that mess. I'm just standing there a bit baffled. Since I've been at this store, she is now committed right up offenses and doesn't even seem to care. She rings me up and hands me the movies. I asked her when they're due, as she didn't say. You're supposed to say the due date upon handing the movies over so that the camera's recording the dialogue. CYA folks. They were doing a week, which I thought was perfect because that was the day of my intro meeting with the staff. I think you see where this is going now. 1 week later, it was the day of the intro meeting and I drove over. When I got there, I introduced myself to H and asked her to please pull up the footage from my transaction on the cameras and then turn the monitors off for me. She looked confused for a second, but then a smirk. I told her to call me over when everyone arrives. The rest of the staff show up shortly, and C shows up 15 minutes late. H got on to her for being late and warned her that the new manager may not be so forgiving. C stated that she wasn't afraid, as they're understaffed and can't afford to let anyone go. H began the meeting by announcing that they would get to meet the new manager that day and called me over. C's eyes widened, and she went white as I walked up. Me. Hello everyone. I wanted to start off by addressing something that I've been told is an issue here. H, could you play the tape back for me? H, sure thing. We were all watching the footage, and everyone is just standing in tense silence, especially C. Me. I'm guessing you're all able to spot what went wrong in that footage. C, do you have anything you'd like to say? C. Whatever. Me cutting her off. I thought so. Well, since you violated our uniform policy, had your boyfriend working for you, and hung out during your shift, and used vulgar language in front of a customer, my first act as manager of the store is to fire you. Please collect your things and leave. C started to tear up and left. I then turned to the rest of the staff and continued. Me. Well, that must have been pretty awkward for you all. But hey, from here on out, I believe you'll see I'm pretty laid back as long as you simply follow the rules. The next day, LOL came to return her movies and saw me behind the register. LOL, you weren't kidding. Me, no ma'am. I was actually checking the store out with my dad that day. LOL, and that girl? Me, not gonna be rude to you in the future. LOL, well, I'm afraid these are all late. Me, don't sweat it. I'll tell you what, I'll waive these on 2 conditions. First, you allow me to apologize for whatever was said to you last week by that girl. And 2, you be sure to let me know when your grandson is coming in town, so I can help you find him movies to watch. LOL, I think I can accept those terms. LOL ended up becoming one of my favorite customers. She would even bring me food when she saw I was working alone at night. Her chili was freaking amazing. I managed that store to its very end, as sadly, video rental stores were going out all over the place. C did try calling about getting her job back, but I simply said I wouldn't be doing so, as I had just hired 3 more staff members to help with the understaffing issue. Lady tried to get me fired for not helping her at another store. I don't know if I should post this here or at r/Tales from Retail, so I posted them at both places. I work at an electronics store. In this store, we have a customer that up until this point has been a blast to help. I've been helping this lady multiple times, and she's never given me any issues. One day, I was out shopping for groceries at a party, and I was kinda busy. This is a big store that just happens to have an electronic department. The lady I've been helping multiple times was in the store shopping for electronics. When I walked by, she noticed me. She waved me over. She then asked which of these phones she should get. As I said, I was kinda busy, so I kindly said, "I'm sorry ma'am, but I don't work here. There's an employee over there, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help you." She did not accept this answer. "I know where you work, and I know you're good at this electronic stuff, and it should not be a hassle for you to help me." This took me by surprise since this lady has always been nice to me. I told her, "I'm sorry ma'am, but I'm kinda in a hurry, and I need to get going. Please ask the employee of this store for help, or come into my store tomorrow if you insist on me helping you." She then gave me a look that could kill, and I kindly walked away. The next day I come into work to the sight of this lady screaming at my manager. She demanded that he fired me because I was very rude to her and refused to help her. My manager called me over and asked me to explain what happened. I told my manager about the incident at the other store. My manager then looked at the lady and said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but the employee is not obligated to help you at other stores, or if he's off the clock. This employee has a good reputation in this store, and he would never be rude to customers. The lady got as red as a tomato and then angrily stormed out of the store. Both my manager and I thought that was it with her. But nope. A few hours later, she comes back into the store with every single product I had sold her. She demanded a refund. She yelled at my manager, "I refuse to support a store with such a bad customer service." My manager then kindly tried to explain that a refund would not be possible, since store policy clearly states that all refunds may only happen within 30 days in an unopened state, or if the product is faulty. But since most of our products are quite expensive, most of the faulty products get sent in for service and not refunded. The woman kept screaming at my manager and demanding a refund, but without luck. After about 10 minutes of screaming, my manager called security to escort the lady out of the store. We all thought we were done with her, but again, nope. After a bit, she came back in with 2 police officers pretending she got assaulted by security. We kindly explained to the officers what had happened. The officers looked very annoyed at the lady, and one of the officers looked at the lady and said, "Ma'am, you're gonna need to come with us." The officers escorted the lady out of the store, and I haven't seen her since. Alright guys, if you enjoyed those stories, make sure you head on down to the description below and give them an upvote. Anyways, let's head to the bonus with today's r/just neckbeard things. It's 2019 and people still go unshowered to events. OMFG, Momocon smells like shite. Take showers, use soap. Because takes time, can be expensive, gamers are broke, people don't see the necessity in it. Where is it expensive? Just jump into a lake with a bar of soap, you'll be fine. Why the female cashier is being nice to you? She's uncontrollably sexually attracted to you. Because that's literally her job, you cretin. This is definitely our favorite sign in the bar. Also, if dudes could stop trying to kiss our female bartender's hands, that would be great. Pretty sure they got those colors wrong. I don't know if you've taken a look at my body lately, but it's sculpted by the gods. Just saying. Listen, bitch. You want to call me a neckbeard? Am I a neckbeard because I enjoy art? Because I can appreciate the value of an expertly crafted story, amazing gameplay, and a beautiful game world? Because I have experienced more than any normal human. I have saved the princess. I have defended Earth from the Reapers. I have traversed time, space, dimensions. I am the Dragonborn. I am the Witcher. I am the Lone Wanderer. I have challenged the Elite Four and won. Does a neckbeard finish Dark Souls in one weekend without dying? Oh, on my first try, by the way. And that was after making a speech on transcendental consciousness to a college class. I have solved impossible math equations by accident. I read philosophy books for fun. Am I making myself clear, sweetie? Or are you a neuronormative goon who thinks football is the pinnacle of human creation? You probably couldn't even jump on a Goomba. My ancestors are smiling at me. Fool. Can you say the same? Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed the stories. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.